Hello YouTube. We've got our latest article out. Tyler McLay Realty Group, we've launched our latest article for the new year, and I've titled it 2023, A Generational Opportunity to Move Up. If you'd like a copy of this, email directly to your inbox. Either comment your email below or reach out to us directly. We would love to get your copy. You can also find it on our website, okay? Don't forget to like this video, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more, okay? So I'm just gonna take you through some of the pertinent points, some of the important points that I think you may find. Upsizing. What is upsizing, and why do I say it's a generational opportunity to do so, to move up, so to speak, under current market conditions? There's a variety of factors I'm going to run you through, but first things first, moving up or upsizing, it can be between asset classes or within the same asset class. It could be from a one-bedroom condo to a two-bedroom, higher value, more space, more square footage, or it could be from that condo to a townhome, or that townhome to a semi, or that semi-detached to a detached, or if you're currently in a detached, but you need more space, a little bit bigger, a little sexier part of town, whatever that may be, moving up in asset potentially class and ultimately a value of the property. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. Short digress, I just want to talk about also first-time buyers. A lot of this info also pertains to first-time buyers and getting in the market. Okay, so it's a lot easier to move up, to upsize, to trade upward once you're already in the market. Okay, it's a lot more difficult to wait and save for that perfect dream property than it is to get in where you can, what's comfortable, an attainable, achievable price point, and then work your way up from there. Okay, so let's jump right in. First things first, reason number one why it's a phenomenal time to move up is inflation. Okay, so inflation is still around, it's not going anywhere. Sure, it was a little bit crazy post-COVID, ticking down, but we're likely gonna hover between the 4 and 6% range for the next couple of years. Okay, now this is not all bad, it provides opportunity. Inflation devalues money, devalues cash and the value of that cash. So I guess, for example, if I could buy a carton of milk for a $5 bill for $5, and I could buy a carton of milk, by this time next year, that same carton of milk will cost $6, all else equal. So my same $5 is now not worth as much. I need an extra dollar, I don't have 6 fingers, to buy the same milk, if that makes sense. So devalues currency. Now on the flip side, the reason it's a great time to move up is inflation also devalues debt, okay? Because debt is in the form of cash. In real estate terms, debt is in the form of a mortgage. So your mortgage amount, similar to the milk example, instead of becoming more expensive, the money that's owed on that mortgage amount decreases, devalues, right? So for argument's sake, $1 million mortgage over the span of 1 year at, for sake of the example, let's say 10% inflation, that $1 million mortgage debt after a year is devalued to $900,000. So you're making more money, there's more money in the economy, $1 is worth less. So it's a phenomenal time to borrow because inflation erodes your debt, to put it quite simply. Okay, next point I'll take you through. Next point is that prices and percentage drops are something to consider, okay? So of course, a larger asset, if the overall market dips by 10%, 10% of a smaller number will always be a smaller number. So if my $500,000 condominium dips 10%, $50,000, okay. But the $1 million home that I'd be upsizing or moving up to in the same market where we're seeing this compression has dropped the same 10%, but 10% on $1 million is $100,000. And similarly, the positive outlook that we have into the 2024 and 2025 outlook, we can make these predictions. As we come back, it's the same idea, okay? It's the exact same idea that these numbers, these upticks in percentages will result in a higher monetary gain, okay? So the compression that we've seen over the last, let's say 9 to 12 months, the same percentage drop is a lot more drastic on the monetary side, on the numbers side, than it is on the lesser valued assets, okay? A lot more in the article. Last point I wanna make is what goes down must come up, okay? So we all know how Isaac Newton discovered gravity, the apple falling from the tree, what goes up must come down, the whole thing. But what goes down must come up. And when you look at a long-term graph of the Toronto real estate market and the reasons why we are poised for incredible growth, None of those factors have gone away. So the fundamentals are still there and still very, very strong and very active in our market. So when you put all the pieces of the pie together to make one clear prediction, those fundamentals all point upward. And in the long term, yes, all the makings and fixings and fundamentals are there for an extremely positive outlook going forward. Okay, so we've seen this bit of a dip and we know exactly why. It's no surprise. When we look at the numbers, we look at the data, we've seen this dip because of the rapid increase in interest rates. Not because of an increase in interest rates, but the speed of how quickly we've increased these interest rates. This can't last forever, just like anything, can't last forever. We're seeing the decline in inflation. We're seeing that the interest rate hikes are working, but there is indication that the rate hikes will cease after this January hike on January 25th. We're probably gonna have one more at a quarter point, but that's okay. It's priced in. I've got other videos which explain those dynamics and what priced in means. But ultimately, to put it simply, you can read the article, we are poised to bounce back. Not rapidly, in my humble opinion, not quickly, but in the long term, which when you're buying real estate, you should have a longer term outlook than 2 to 3 months. You should be looking at 2 to 3, 5 to 7, 10 to 12 years. Okay, and when we look at the long term, it's very clear, at least to us, looking at the numbers, looking at the economics, look at the market indicators, that we're poised for some further growth. Although it may not be the COVID craze that we saw, highly unlikely, that was all for a particular reason, but we will be coming back quickly. So anyway, for those reasons and more, it's a great time to move up. Phenomenal opportunity, generational opportunity, really, to move up in asset class or even to get into the market. So wicked article here. Reach out to myself or any member of the team. We can fire that off to you direct to your inbox. You can also find it on our website at tylermclay.com. Thanks so much for following along. Thanks so much for listening, guys. Have a phenomenal day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Share with your friends. Thanks a lot.